this is kind of interesting. This is from ESPN. Biggest questions for second-year players, and they have a Brown in there. It's Harold Fannin. What is the ceiling for Harold Fannin? No doubt Todd Monken got good quarterback play out of 2 tight ends, Mark Andrews, Isaiah Likely in Baltimore. Over his 5 years in the NFL as an offensive coordinator, most productive tight end was Fannin. 55 catches, 673 yards. Fannin outproduced, or was Andrews. Fannin outproduced that in year one. Andrews splitting time with Likely. It's fair to assume Fannin might consolidate production in a way Andrews never did for Monken. The other thing that you have to take into account is you had Lamar Jackson, you had Derrick Henry. Todd Monken is going to find a matchup, and he's going to exploit it until the defense stops it. That's kind of what good offensive coaches do. So if they can't cover Fannin, he's going to keep feeding Fannin.
I love what they did too. They did what I call, they did a good job of buddy blocking. What does that mean, man? You know, you got guys out there, and there's one dude that's hanging out, and another dude is always competing with you. He's always competing for the same jobs, compete for the same shoes, want to talk to the same girl, and you cancel each other out. But what the Browns did is say, oh, no. Here's what we're going to do. We got Harold Fannin Jr. We feel like he's a nightmare walking. He catches the ball in the flats. He's one of the most difficult people to bring down in open field. He's a brute. He can catch back shoulder fades. He is an actual weapon at the tight end position. He's not a tight end. He's a weapon. He is Weapon X. And so what they're going to do is we're going to take some of that tight end stuff off your plate. Right, the some of the run plays and the double teams and the zones and keeping in to help the left tackle because he's going against Max Crosby or a rush-in, or some of the things, the dirty work. If you look at what they brought in and brought back in terms of signing guys that was on the roster last year, free agency, and then what they did in the draft, they got like 7, 8 tight ends. They got 7 or 8, and those guys are going to help do the dirty work. And what Harold Fannin Jr. is going to be able to do is be playmaker, Weapon X. And I think the thing that Todd Monken is seeing, and now it's so crazy, and there's the reason why I'm so excited to see this offense. Now, Quinshon Judkins is already unbelievably difficult to bring down in space. Harold Fannin Jr. is very physical and tough to bring down. Now you add a guy like Casey Concepcion, who is a speed guy. Now we have some of the same things that we can do that other teams were doing. How we used to always get killed by Zay Flowers, just catching the ball 5 yards and taking it 16, catching the football and being able to have a run after catch. Now we got one of those guys. We also have another target in the red zone who should be able to go and get the ball in Denzel Boston, right? So now you see all of those other weapons, all of those other pieces and parts help the guy we're talking about right here. Because now we can get guys in open space, we can get guys in places, and we don't need to be perfect. If it's 3rd and 9, maybe you can throw it 3rd and 6 and tell them to get you 3 yards. That's what's on the table right now for the Cleveland Browns offense. And when you can do that, it raises the floor of your quarterback, because they don't have to have pinpoint accuracy. The catch radius isn't very small, and they don't have to put the ball on people to make spectacular catches contested when you got guys that can help you do some of the simple things on their own.